Your dial is tuned to Live at Lunch on KRFC, blasting out across the multiverse from the Ginger and Baker studio in Fort Collins, Colorado. With support from Canvas Credit Union, we are in the Ginger and Baker studio. Live at Lunch provides audio snacks of live music and conversation with some kick-butt artists and is available beyond the dial. You can watch it on demand on KRFC RadioVision YouTube. You can also hear it on demand through any podcast app. So head over to your favorite podcast app and subscribe to KRFC's Live at Lunch. And don't forget to check out krfcfm.org for all of the info. Today we are saddled up for a wild ride with a Denver-based, genre-bending musical merry-go-round of a rock band. So please turn it up and enjoy this hour with Horse Bitch. Take it away.
No-go. Oh! My AOL instant messages are a barren wasteland. I would have texted, do you have a new number now? Probably. And it would be the same, probably. But I want to text you, and I want call you. Oh, please get back together with me. Oh, please get back together with me. Oh, please get back together with me. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da. Danny, and you were Lisa. This album is like The Room, and this band is Tommy Wiseau. And girl, the facts are so. Yeah, girl, the facts are so. You're tearing me apart. You've been tearing me apart. Right from the start. Oh, please. Get back together with me. Oh, please. Get back together with me. Oh, please. Get back together with me. There are so many reasons that you and I are in season. We were so cool together.
You're gonna actually play that thing, or you just gonna
We have the
hold
same
it?
antennas.
Looking dumb, like you don't know how to play it.
I miss your teeth.
But it's like, I don't know. You just kind of
I'm not-
And we
I'm not
laugh
calling
at the
you
same
dumb.
time.
I'm not calling you dumb. I'm just saying.
And your
Stand
friends,
there and you don't
they
even
probably
play it.
tell you
I'm like, I'm trying
that
to give
I'm
you
a
lessons
taker.
every Friday.
How to
And they're
give
like
her
hundreds of dollars.
all I want to give my love to you. Get back together with me. Get back together with me. Get back together with me.
lead guitar.
Showed you monkey videos, and I hope that you would buy these things to be a positive impression of me. And then I beg you not to go back to Cora, and then we hung out the next evening.
Here I am, light up and again. What is the rule of create? Dark style with a bell again. Going in the dark of ten. Not a change of have to go. Severus on the astral plane. Me and Severus on the astral plane.
Yeah.
Back to you, Sean.
All right. We have Horse Bitch here on Live at Lunch. You're tuned into KRFC. Vibrant and lively, I think, is the words that come to mind. Are you feeling vibrant and lively today?
I think so.
I think so.
You
for
guys?
for early show. Well, awesome. Thanks for coming in with us today. What were the last two songs?
The first one was called A Song About the Room, 2003. And the last one was called A Song About Severus Snape.
Ah. Yeah, I was
of our,
looking at that album yesterday.
Yeah.
I loved the song titles on that.
Excellent.
It's fantastic. So yeah, I thought we'd take this first little break here to go around and say hi to well, at least half of you, I think, and then maybe, or well, yeah, we'll split one of you right in half, and then we'll talk about who's willing to get split in half. Why don't we start here with Riley? We got Riley on lead guitar and vocals as well. How are you, Riley?
I'm good. I'm enjoying this lovely lunch with all my friends.
Excellent. Yeah, we provide a variety of musical foods.
It's very yummy so far.
Yeah, awesome. Well, where are you from originally?
Me or this?
You.
I'm from Littleton.
You're from
Colorado.
Littleton, so you're local.
Yeah, I went to Columbine.
Oh, no, okay.
Yeah. That is pretty much the full list of things about me.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, what
Unless you
about
have more
what about
questions.
this? What is a concert that's blown your mind in the last year?
I saw Cactus Cat at Foco
Oh,
MX.
yeah, they're
and
excellent.
I loved them. It was like really crazy. Like the energy was like through the roof, and the whole joint was jumping.
Nice. Where did they play?
The Magic Rat.
The Magic Rat. Okay.
Yeah.
They're
I
good.
really like that.
They are
a
really
lot.
good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them live in a little bit,
It
but
was really inspiring. It was my first time.
nice. Awesome. It's a cool room for them.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, awesome. And so when did you first start playing music? Was the guitar your first instrument?
It was, yeah, probably when I was like 6 or 7.
Oh, cool.
Is when I got my first guitar, but I didn't really start like actually really playing until I was like 9 or so. I wanted
Nice.
to be like my cousin Reed
Yeah.
Fox, who's in the band called Decollage down in Denver, and they're really crazy and
Sweet.
avant-garde and stuff, and they
Cool.
sell oysters at their
Decollage.
shows.
Oh, interesting.
They don't sell them; they're free.
Oh, free
Yeah,
oysters.
they get in trouble a lot for bringing oysters to the show.
Yeah, for the,
Oh yeah, I'm not telling
all right.
anybody to go buy oysters.
yeah.
by the way,
It's you don't want to get anybody a bad oyster. That's for sure.
no.
No, the venues don't want to
Bad
be
oyster
in
spoils the
charge
pearl.
for that. Awesome. And are you in any other bands?
I'm in a band called Tomato Soup. 3 of us are, but that's foreshadowing.
Okay.
And that's pretty fun. Motor folk is the genre of that one. And then I
Motor
play with
folk?
my friend Luna Nunez, who does kind of like a rock, art rock, which is horrible.
Yeah.
That's not what it should be called, but that's what I think of it as. That's the first thing that comes to mind is it's like art rock.
Okay.
It's like artistic.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is Luna? Is she in Iskali?
No, she's not. She
okay.
just does her own. She's like a school
Oh,
teacher,
okay.
so she's real busy and stuff, but she, moonlights as a rock star. which is
Okay.
pretty
I feel
cool.
like
Yeah.
I've heard that name.
She
somewhere.
played Foco MX like pretty recently, and that was like her first time in Fort Collins.
Okay. Awesome. Excellent. And then on the tambourine and some vocals, and unfortunately missing today the bubble machine.
I just didn't want to ruin all of your
All-
very expensive equipment.
All the gear. Yeah, it's probably for the best, but it would be really cool.
I
We
don't
have-
mind ruining your guys' expensive.
Yeah. That's what you get paid to do.
Yeah, exactly.
We have Ashley. Welcome. How are you?
Good, very good.
Good.
My tambourine broke mid-song, so
Oh,
I had
man.
to just do a quick repair.
I'm shocked.
Thankfully, Adam keeps a hammer on him at all times.
Excellent.
So that was a big help.
Yeah. Awesome. So, yeah, where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Japan,
Okay.
but moved out to Colorado as a kid.
Cool.
And I've loved it ever since. So,
Nice. Yeah. How old were you when you moved?
like 7.
Okay,
when
so
I
you-
moved over here.
So you had, you were in Japan for a little bit then?
Yeah.
So you have memories of it?
I have memories.
Okay, cool.
How old were you?
Memories.
7.
7.
Nice. That's really cool. And where did you move to when you moved to Colorado?
The Springs.
The Springs?
So grew
Awesome.
up very suburby,
Yeah.
very quiet, but it was nice.
Yeah. Awesome. And have you always played the tambourine?
No, I started playing tambourine a couple of years ago with this band.
Nice.
This is my only band because I am dedicated and faithful.
And did you just always want to be in a band, or are you like a singer outside? Were you like in choir or anything, or just you
I'm a
like had a group of friends
chemist.
and were like, I'm gonna sing with you because you rock?
Yeah, David kind of bullied me into being here, but
Like that's the best kind of bullying.
he's fun. He can be fun.
Except for
like
that "Stop Bullying" shirt back there. I mean, but it worked out to your benefit this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tamp that down.
awesome. And what about you? Any super sweet concert you've seen in the past year?
This past year? No, I've kind of been hiding in the van every
Yeah.
chance we get.
Nice.
Honestly.
Hopefully it's a good van.
Yeah, no, it's very comfy.
Awesome.
Anything? It's kind of on the spot, so I can't think
Yeah.
of anything that comes to mind.
Well, if you think of something, just blurt it out,
Okay.
even if it's in the middle of a song.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Mid
It'll
anything.
fit perfect.
Okay, sounds
Awesome. All right, back in the back, we have Alec. How are ya?
Good, I'm doing great.
Good. Welcome.
Thank you.
What about you? Where are you originally from?
I'm from Denver as well,
Nice.
and I grew up here, and I've never left.
Nice. Never left. We have a lot of people that leave and then come back. So
Yeah, that's right.
So you just skipped that whole thing.
Indeed.
Awesome. And is drums your first instrument?
Yeah. Actually, trumpet was
Trumpet.
my first instrument, but whenever I went, it was like fourth grade band, and I hated it so much, I would go to the bathroom and say I was oiling my valves, trying to get them all lubricated.
He's still
So when did you start the drummage?
Probably like a year after that, I was
Okay.
like, I can't do this anymore. I'd rather hit things, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Did you start like in with a full drum kit, or were you like in marching band drums? Or
No, I had just a snare and a hi-hat, and my grandma bought me the hi-hat, and the snare was from like school band.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then I did that for a long time.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Nice.
then I upgraded like in 6th grade.
Sweet. That's fun.
And I played that drum set, like that sound percussion drum set, until like college.
Nice.
Kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the highest of quality.
The highest quality stuff, that sound percussion brand.
Are you in any
sponsored.
other bands?
Yeah, I'm in Tomato Soup. as
Nice.
well.
You're in Tomato Soup as well. And how about yourself with a concert that's blown your mind in the past year?
So Tiny Tomboy at the Bluebird. I didn't
Okay.
stick around for the Velveteers afterwards,
Ah.
but because it was our dear friend Kyler's birthday, we
Yeah.
had to go hang out with them.
Yeah.
But Tiny Tomboy, anytime we see them, they crush it. They're
Yeah.
our dear friends, and they're excellent band.
Awesome. Sweet.
They're an excellent band.
An excellent band. I've heard of them many times, but I have not heard them yet, so I'll dig into that.
It's it's definitely worth checking out. They have a new album called Psychic Scar, and that's
Psychic
an awesome
Scar.
album to start with.
Awesome. I will check it out for sure. And then we'll do one more, and then we'll play a couple songs, and then come back. So let's go over to the bass. We have Adam on the bass. How are you, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to Live at Lunch. Where are you from originally?
Louisville, Colorado.
Nice. Okay. I worked at that library for many years.
Oh, really?
Love that library. It's a nice little town.
I remember it as a child. I didn't frequent it much as an adult.
And yeah.
But it's a really nice library.
It's a great library. They just repainted and recarpeted, so you should go check it out.
Oh, really?
That's what I
You're
hear.
not allowed to say that.
Dang it! Oh man, you got me.
I loved the carpet. That was my favorite.
It was good carpet.
Yeah.
Well, where are you? Oh, you said you're from Louisville. When did you start playing instruments?
I started playing guitar, I think around 6.
Okay.
And then got a drum set, I think when I was 10.
Okay.
And then started playing bass for this band.
For this band?
actually, I think in 2020.
Okay. So were you forced into bass, or were you just like,
I
yeah.
was forced. Wasn't
Yeah.
better than Alec at drums. Wasn't
Yeah,
better than
we
either Dave or Riley. So
There was also bullying going on.
There's bullying.
the bass.
course.
Only there's a string limit in this band,
I
and
know.
you can't add two more. Awesome. And how are you enjoying your bass journey?
I'm enjoying it a lot. It's now my favorite instrument to play.
Yeah,
more than
it's
anything
fun.
else, yeah, and playing drums in an apartment, it's kind of impossible.
It's a little harder. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little harder. And any shows you've been to this past year that have melted your face, melted your
no.
mind?
I was trying to think. I can't think of any. I haven't been going to a lot of concerts this year.
Yeah.
I remember last year we saw A Place to Bury Strangers
Okay.
at Treefort and Treefort Fest, and that really blew my mind. Just being extremely loud.
Yeah. Blew your eardrums.
Yeah, blew my eardrums. Then it blew my mind.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thanks for being here today. We have Horse Bitch. Gonna play us a couple more, and then we'll chat with the three final members after this. What do you got next for us?
Leslie, I saw you shopping for that shirt, but you can't been trip it hurt. Still young, just as dangerous as I once knew. But you still suck, and I'll still think about you. I'd rather sleep with scorpions on your pillow every night than to come back lonely. I'm a coyote howling at the night, and I'm moving to West Texas satisfied. Baby, we can't sit around the fire and burn your all those whippets you said you never did. And someday I'll be sitting there in Marfa with my kitty cat, and you'll still suck, and I'll still think about that. Rather sleep with scorpions on my pillow every night than to come back home to you. I'm a coyote howling at the night, and I'm moving to West Texas satisfied. Look up here! We're at the talking part of the song now. It's kind of fitting because we're on a radio show. We're very happy to be here because this morning we narrowly escaped death at the Buc-ee's of Johnstown, Colorado. We were taken to the basement. They fed us poisoned pecans. But now we're here. We have a rare genetic mutation that protected us fully. Rather sleep with scorpions on your pillow every night than to come back home to me. I'm a coyote howling at the moon, and I'm moving to West Texas. You
quickly the cashier says, listen man, you could have tried harder, you stupid jerk. Through the drive-thru of that Taco Bell again. Watching all 7 Harry Potter singing Harry Potter is sad because he reminds me that I'm an act because I get like Jenny or be friends with Hermione. Even Hesina or Eileen. That was shady, sweetheart. You should have just drank the PBR that I handed you instead of sitting on the balcony and crying, saying I look nothing like Harry Styles. I look a bit like Barry Keegan though. The shitty landlord, she makes me move my shoes from the shoe corner, but that's where my shoes go and that's where I want my shoes, and if my shoes aren't there, I will see you in court. I even picked the Blarney Stone for you. It didn't work. Through the drive-thru of that Taco Bell again, watching all 7 Harry Potters again, shoes go in the shoe corner, but thanks for raising the rent. Oh! Climb the mountain. I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gonna climb the mountain. I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gonna climb the mountain.
I don't want to work. I just want to have lunch all day. Yeah.
I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gonna climb.
I'm so hungry.
I'm gay. I'm gonna climb.
Johnny baby, feed me.
I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gonna climb the mountain. I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gonna climb. I'm gay.
Yeah, that's me. Horse Bitch here on Live at Lunch. What you can't see if you're listening to the radio is the mosh. What you can't hear if you're listening to the radio is the mosh pitting going on during their songs. So make sure you check out the KRFC RadioVision Live at Lunch on YouTube to see what's happening here in the Ginger and Baker studio, the madness and the mayhem of Horse Bitch. Real quick, I want to say thank you to our crew. Let's hear it for our crew. Woo! We have Eric Delano and Dan Perez doing video. We have Reed Goodwin as our volunteer, probably helping with both audio and video today, because that's just the kind of guy he is. And then we have Greg Douras and Colton Boening doing the audio, making everybody sound and look good. Thank you to our crew here at KRFC. Let's continue on meeting the band members here. Going around the circle here, we'll stop at Olivia Shaw.
Hello.
Did I hear you also called Chauncey?
Yes, that's my tour / Bucky's name.
Oh, that's your Bucky's name.
Yes.
So did you just go into Bucky's and they're just like, Chauncey?
They have a name tag for me.
Okay.
A little lanyard too.
Okay. Awesome. I've never actually been to a Buc-ee's before.
You're missing out.
One day. There's one now down the road. We'll see what happens. So where are you from originally?
I'm from Evergreen, Colorado.
Oh man,
originally.
you're pretty much all been in Colorado for a long time. Yeah.
Most of us.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're wearing a Misty shirt. Misty's
Yes,
amazing.
yeah.
I love Misty.
Misty is amazing. You should check
Fantastic
them out.
band. And when did you start fiddling around?
I was fiddling around as a young child,
Awesome.
and I feel really lucky for that to have not be able to remember the hard parts of
The
learning
hard
an
parts.
instrument. But
Yeah. Were you classically trained and all that fun stuff as a child?
Yeah, there were mostly like classical stuff, but
Okay.
yeah, it
That's
was
super
kind of
cool.
in my later teens. I started playing more improvised stuff
Okay.
in bluegrass, and that
Nice.
was definitely
Digging
kind of
deep
what
into
made
that
me
stuff.
fall in love. Yeah,
Awesome. Are you in any other projects?
I have a solo project called Dream of Time.
Dream of Time.
And besides that, just
Just-
playing for fun. And
Just these dudes.
yeah.
Awesome. And what about you? What's a concert that's blown your mind in the past year? Can you think of anything?
I saw a Shrek cover band
Oh, a Shrek
in
cover band.
a dive bar in Austin
Wow.
last fall, and that was pretty
Like they played
mind-blowing.
songs from Shrek, or they were dressed as Shrek?
They were dressed as Shrek. It was
Okay.
Halloween weekend.
Okay.
So they were dressed as Shrek. They played the soundtrack. And they played it well.
Okay, cool. There is a Shrek rave that frequently happens.
Yeah,
at
I've
least,
heard about that.
Across the street here at the Aggie
I'm
Theater.
very curious.
Yes, I guess it's very successful.
Mm.
So, is what I hear. Sounds like a good time. Dress like Shrek and go
Yeah,
dance.
it seems like a blast.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. And then we got on the pedal steel. We got Caleb. Yeah, grab that thing.
I would try to stand, but I tried to run
No,
a marathon
yeah.
yesterday and I'm really sore.
Oh man.
I only made it like a quarter mile, but
Yeah.
I was in these sandals. And
So you're on pedal steel, the slidey slide, as I call it.
yeah, I call it that too.
Yeah, that's a good name for it.
But nobody ever
Good.
talks to me.
It gets around. Well, welcome to Live at Lunch. I'll talk to you for sure. And where are you from originally?
I'm from Delta, Missouri.
Delta, Missouri. Awesome.
You been there?
No, I've never been there. How is it?
Small. nice.
Delta E?
Yeah, it used to be a swamp and they drained it with the diversion channel.
Okay.
And it's pretty humid. A lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah, that's exciting. And when did you?
Skeeters, we call them.
When
Hardly know
Skeeters. When did you start playing that machine you got there? It's got you got what, 3 pedals and a volume pedal, and then how many strings? 8?
10.
10 strings.
But I only use 2 of them.
Only 2. That's
Yes.
the 2 important ones.
That's right.
And and when did you start playing that? It's not usually a first instrument.
Well, it was not a first instrument. It was the first one of these that I got, though.
Okay.
So this.
Were you bullied into that
It was
as well?
no. I have been very bullied by Dave, as we all have. But
We're getting to Dave.
but sorry, I got it. It's been a few years. I think I got it in 2021.
Okay.
Which I would say. That's too long ago. I'm not good enough. But it was a kind of a COVID decision. But then I had to wait on it. To
Yeah.
Get here.
Okay.
I'm glad I got it.
Yeah, it's
So,
fun. Were you just a guitar player before then? What were you?
Primarily.
Like
yeah.
electric guitar kind of stuff?
Yeah, any kind of guitar that is a normal guitar.
Normal. Nice.
This is an electric guitar.
Yes, it is. It's wild. I love those things.
Um,
And what was that? I was going to ask you another question. Oh yeah. Any shows in the last year? It doesn't have to be the last year. Something you saw that blew your mind.
I saw Ike Spivak's album release at High Dive.
Okay.
Riley was playing with Luna. Seeing Riley play when I can pay attention to him is always pretty mind-blowing.
Nice.
But then also Jewel House played. They were great. And then Ike Spivak makes indescribable music,
Okay.
I would say.
Ike Spivak.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. I'll write that down.
So go listen to it.
Ike Spivak. And is he like a Denver guy or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Check it
Yeah.
out. Awesome. And are you in any other projects at the moment?
Yeah, I'm in a band called The Salesman.
The Salesman.
Is my primary other project, but then also play with Virgil Vigil. and
Okay.
Jesus Love Explosion, And sorry if I'm forgetting
Your other
anything
bands.
else.
Sorry, other band members.
Yeah.
Are you playing guitar in those or the
I
steel?
play pedal steel some with Virgil Vigil.
Okay.
And then guitar in the others.
Cool. Awesome. Well, welcome. Thanks for being here today. And then we have Dave, the bully of the band, making everybody play instruments and shake tambourines and sing. Welcome.
Thanks.
Playing rhythm guitar and vocals here. Where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Okay. Jersey boy. Awesome. And what brought you to Colorado?
My parents just wanted to move out here.
They were like, we're going and we're leaving you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a dream for a lot of East Coast people to
Yeah.
come move out here.
Yeah.
You know, I
Something
don't know
going
what
on
that
out
is,
here.
but
There's still gold rush ideas, I think.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Or sunny days, one of the two. Less rain. And when did you start playing guitar?
Probably when I was like 10
Okay.
or something.
Nice. Is that your first instrument you picked up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just really wanted to sound like Slash.
Nice. So you went straight to the rock and roll guitar?
Yeah.
There's no acoustic trying to pick out some songs.
Well, I did. My dad like had an old acoustic,
Okay.
and I kind of just like, kind of played some, like learned some chords. on
Learned
that.
some stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you able to slash it up pretty quickly?
I don't know if I still don't
still-
know if I can slash it up.
I can't. That was one of I always wanted to play like Slash, but I don't even know if I can rhythm guitar Guns N' Roses. I'm sure there's one or two. But
I got this hat because it reminded me of Slash's.
yeah, I like that hat. That's a party hat.
My mom made it.
That's a Go Dog Go reference there. Little Dr. Seuss. So awesome. Well, are you playing in any other bands?
Yeah, I play with some songwriters sometimes.
Okay.
I play in a band called Extra Gold.
Extra Gold? Yeah.
And for the songwriter John O'Leroy, but he hasn't really been playing very much.
Okay, cool. Nice. Extra Gold's great. I've definitely listened to Extra Gold in the past. Sweet. We'll have to get Extra Gold into Live at Lunch sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Heck yeah. And what about you? Concert that's blown your mind in the past year?
I think my favorite thing that I've seen was this band called Rudy Love and the Encore. They're out of Wichita.
Okay. Rudy Love and the Encore.
We saw them at Tree Fort, and it was just a very good live music experience.
Nice.
They're all amazing players, and just like, I don't know, it's just
fun.
Yeah,
Good
really
stuff. Good, healthy music.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, Horse Bitch, right here on Live at Lunch. We appreciate you being here. Why don't we play 2 more songs? And then we'll chat for briefly, bring up some news. You guys got some shows coming up. And, those last 2 songs were Mountain Climbing, by the way. I forgot to say that. And the first one of that set was Leslie. So what do you have coming up next for us?
Boop, bop, I'm a sex bot who loves you. Beep, boop, bop, I'm a sex bot who loves you. And I always have. And I always will. Will you love me? Your heart will make me old. Not the mechanical apathy. While I was reaching for your soul, you were reaching for my circuitry, and you have never seen me.
Horse bitch. So much happened in that song. For a second, I thought that the wig had fused for life to Dave's guitar. There we go. And it didn't fuse to Dave's guitar for life, but it was there for a minute.
Did you call it a wig?
A wig hat.
Just hat.
Yes.
Not a wig hat.
It's not a wig hat. Oh man!
Rocks
So
too hard. I
yeah,
always
if
tell
you
him he rocks
haven't,
too hard.
once again,
Keeps
check
doing
out
it.
the KRFC YouTube channel, KRFC RadioVision YouTube channel, and you can watch the mayhem going on in the studio, and it's beautiful and it's wonderful. Thank you for bringing it to the Ginger and Baker studio. One thing you can do on YouTube that you can't do listening to the radio is smash the like button, because that's what the kids say nowadays. So yes, we have Horse Bitch. Real quick, you got a couple songs left in you. Got a little bit of time left in the hour. You got some shows coming up, and this is 2025 for all of you in the future. August 29th, got a big show at Fox Theater. Who are you playing with for that one? That's in Boulder.
Nether Hour?
Who's that?
Nether Hour.
Oh, Nether
from
Hour's great.
Austin?
Yeah, they're sweet. And you guys played with them a few times, right?
Yeah, we played with them a few months
Aggie,
ago.
I thought, yeah.
January, maybe?
They're great. And then you're at UMS down in Denver. That's at the end of July, I think is what we came up with for a date, end of July. UMS, it's on the internet. And then June 13th and 14th, you're going to be in Kansas at Somewhere Fest? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that, you know any other bands on that lineup?
Flying Lotus.
Okay.
Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouse
Yeah.
5.
We're
That's what I
bigger
call
than
them.
both of those bands.
Yes, you should be. Awesome. So you got some shows coming up. What's a great place for listeners to find more information on you? Instagram?
Probably Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of don't do a whole lot else. We've become writers,
Nice. Yeah.
but you're gonna have to figure that one out. You're gonna the sleuths on your YouTube channel are gonna have to go deep into
sleuthing.
the annals of the dark web to find that.
The dark web. Is it
Little hint.
called sub something? Oh, I'm just giving hints. There are people who'll be like, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Called Subway.com.
Subway.com.
For more information, go to subway.net.
Is there anything else we're missing for this hour? Horse Bitch here on Live at Lunch? No? Got,
I don't think so.
Got a 2 songs or a 10-minute song left in you? Something like that?
You gave me your hide and your sheet. And I never would have thought that we'd thrift to the disco party together. But here we are. Here we are. Oh, here we are. I made friends with the vampire. I made friends with the vampire. First night I met you was at Alex's birthday party. I saw your bangs. You didn't laugh at a single thing that I said. And your girlfriend had bangs. And I never would have thought we'd be here, trying these research chemicals together. But here we are. Here we are. I made friends with the vampire. I made friends with the vampire. I made friends with the vampire. see him growing every weekend. He takes up new space hobbies. He makes macaroni necklaces. He made one for me. I put it up on the space fridge. Now I see you changing every weekend. All space divorce. Space divorce. Space divorce. Space divorce. Just to have another to go grocery shopping with. Be nice to your mother, kid. 'Cause it's tough in space, I can tell you that. And I don't wanna seem bitter, 'cause your mom, she was great for a while. And I saw a mother in her, and we had a child. You know, some things they just change, and you're getting more beautiful each week. Space divorce. Divorce.
Thank you, KRFC. See you next time for dinner.